It's Arukh HaShulchan Yomi Day 1192. Today we are doing You're there. Sima Kufyutes Sif Nanun Hey. That's the end of Kufyutes. Then we're going to Kuf Chaf and a whole new section of halachas. I'm going today to Sif Vav. Um, I forgot my tagline, which is my last part of upcoming Shir or more Shulchan Yomi. Please come me directly. So, Kufyutes Sif Nun Hey. Kosvu Rabbeinu was saying about Shulchan Sif Yudalit. Hamocher basar basar v'chak noda shemabeim alone leave the kol kogan. Somebody sells meat and then finds out that the animal is not properly checked. Dino hamocher dvarim asui midi v'soim is like somebody sells sui drabaron. Akal shono. Flow marek shouldn't have the red kunim b'diko. We're not to have where the lung got lost before they checked it. Chai gav the kosher. Such a scenario, the ever the animal meat is kosher. Much time raising lamates. And the mic going to shekain darko shemocher zeli believe do kogan. In a case where we're talking about where the derech was. That he did not check the thing according to normal derech, and no, actually, the derech this moicher not to check normally. Kind of about it, it's habasa. In such a scenario, you certainly forbid the meat. Find the dinah moicher is a rabbanon, and it's halachas like that. If somebody else says rabbanon, the habasa kayim, if the meat is um, still around, master is habasa, you return it to shop. Master Dam is giving back the money. If he ate already, he doesn't have to refund. Okas will also wrote to Machal Dover by me behema. She Isra bechazaka cheskas rushusa. If you sold something from an animal which had a question about its cheskas, the Asabreser had a some sort of defect which developed in it. You can't check in Shera if it's kosher, and out of that we have to forbid it. I feel like never is having kilo hois about a treifa is tantamount to me definitely treifa. So it has to done it, but you have to make a refund. So in such case where there is a defect which developed, so the bdika becomes mandatory midoraisa. That says it's as if it's the rice that feel where the lachas, even if it was by in, you still have to give a refund. That's the Bach and the Taz and the Pichodesh. There's some say the Gam Khan also here. I have a Gedavar. She assumed the disciples like so much as the Rabbanim. If the buyer ate the meat, no refund necessary. That's the Shach. The Arukh HaShulchan Machriya, like the first opinion. I'm not Gama there, so when you go to this opinion, Dafka Bereya Sagamura. It's only where an absolute defect, an absolute issue has developed. Shetzich Abdika Minatorah requires Bedika on a Torah level. Only because the poskim are stringent, or machmas minor kind of a custom, or she triva machmas suffering, or you could declare a treif on account of a doubt. Something behind something they're not sure if it's between the life of the animal after shkita animal, or machashim says by rare, or a needle which is found in a lung shish or a budka. You can't check it, meaning ficha by blowing it up, imi chatucha, if it's cut. Chokayet sebezet. And anything else to me, a Torah shari, but the right says permitted, El Mirabban Asura, but Mirabban is forbidden. Have a Gamoicha Davish Sumidi with same as like something else to the Rabban. It's to be Chadash. Please say Yesh Kamar Coin, this could say the state is please. Two opinions don't disagree. Kama Yeshim Mario Chai Gavna. And Yeshim is also about such a scenario where Torah to the Mutter Oim Rabban, it is also. What's the halacha when somebody sells an animal to its friend? The deep says treif found to be treif, and so it's done most if you have to refund the money, i.e. mashkasam l'sham. See a road there. Practice it says here, he talks at length about the laws of butchers, shirts of treif, and the other who have sold treifos. Divided in different sections. When Arukh HaShulchan says, Neha Basin. The general principle, the Arukh HaShulchan says it has to do with how Basin perceives the situation. Opinion. And based on the situation, he had a mind to cause a stung back, or he wasn't paying enough attention, or it was absolutely inadvertent. According to what the Dayanim perceives the situation, according to Shapaskin, how his knas and his tshuva should be meted out. And now we move on to Hilchas Hechsher Kalim and a very long simon, Kuf Chav, Dinei Tfilas Kalim, of Toivelin Kalim. Aleph, Parshas Matos, Beklim Midian. In the Parshas Matos, it talks about the Kli Midian, which they took in battle from Midian. Because see what it says, V'yom Elazar Kohen B'gomer. Elazar the Kohen said, Achaz Azav es HaKesef, the gold and the silver, Gomer, Kol V'asher V'obesh, anything which was used by fire, Tavir B'esh, bring it by Kasha by fire, V'torah, become Tohar, made no Yischata. But with the water of a nida, it should be cleansed. Anything which is not used by fire, you can kash with water. Klomar, meaning anything which is not used by fire, gonkosas such as cups, suchios, and plates, tachmishim, which are used kol, velobo, isan, and absorb anything prohibited. Tavir mamayim, put in water. Madbil of a diet was not used with hot to dunk in the mikvah, so good enough. But that's a klimarchos, which require tefillah midaraisa. Chen hagola which require kashering in hot water or libun or heating, using a blowtorch on them. We clean midyan. In these came which they took over midyan tzrichim. When they would have to be toiveled after you do the proper relevant kashering. Chen kadosh chazal b'shil da'aku. The Chazal said in the call came in the Kochmir of the Chamim. Any vessel is acquired from a non-Jew. They need tefillah b'mikvah boim b'arabah in a mikvah which contains 40 saw. Ben kem chadashim, whether they're new vessels, ben yishanim, or old vessels, shetzrichim agol libun, which have to kasher as well. Because it says kosher, but anything which can go through a fire, put through fire and it becomes tar. This Torah is superfluous. The drasha, you come in for a drasha. So hopefully it'll call a kosu taracheres finding like bilbe mikveh. Shabbayim, so it gives you another step you have to follow, which is put it in a mikveh 40 something. See what it says? Ach b'mei nida yischata. This is cleanse in mei nida. Tarsha they learned this as shedanida to Elsben. It's water which a nida goes mikveh. I know it's arbaim so, which is 40 so. Please according to this l'chadosh l'manam mitaviru b'mayim. For a new canon, we learn from Tavir B'mayim. They have to dunk in the mikvah. Yishani for old ones, being b'toher. V'zel the Pirish Rashi. That's because of Rashi. Avar Ramban, V'zel Pirish Tavir B'mayim. He says, what does Tavir B'mayim mean? Not for tefillah, but l'hadocha, to cleanse, to rinse them. Ma'agan came, shishtam, shibetzoyin, so l'hadocha, meaning that even came, which used for cold, they still have to be rinsed. Chen asmag, lavin, kufim ches Pirish, Tavir B'mayim, l'hagola, ayin sham. He says, put it to water, is hagola. According to him, we have to say that from Mitoher, learn also for new ones, because old ones are learned from Tavir B'mayim. The back says, Chem Hashem Magmar Hashem, She'omer, Omer, Amnach, Afil Kem Chadashim, Mashma, even Kem Chadashim included, though you Shanim, believe none, because old ones, and you heated them white hot, Kechadashim, like new ones, including. Right, so this food Migale al Kra, Tavir B'mayim and Tefillah. You have to say Karashi that this svara reveals that the pasuk of Tavir B'mayim refers to Tefillah. Okay, it's a bit confusing, but not essential for us to understand the derivation from the pasukim. Beis El Sharam Perikasayim Machos Asus Leidin Hey. Tefillah Zu says the Rambam. This dunking Shemat Bin Klei Sun Yekachim, which you dunk the things which you use for eating, which you took from a non-Jew. Ain't only in Tumah Tara. It's not Tumah Tara. And it's midrabanan. Rama's law, and the hint to this is called the bar shayavav ba'esh b'toher. Any which can be brought in fire should be brought in fire, and then b'toher. They learned from a Masorah. Sheina medaber elo b'tarasa midain gulei akum. It's about removing from them the issue of excretions from the time when the non-Jew cooked with them. That mitei tuma. Shein tuma because tuma is not to the fire. It doesn't come up by fire. But anything which tame, you need tefillah in order for it to become tar. Tumas meis basava kalim tefillah, and tuma meis that requires also sprinkling paraduma ashes and going to the mikveh. Came which comes with toher, since it says Torah mechachamim say osivla tara tarasa tara abi rasa meish added additional level of tara after went to the fire latir miguli akum in order to permit it in terms of non-Jewish secretions or from the walls of the pot. Kushon of Rabbi Torah Kavanas a lot of people have difficulty with Rambam's intent and the length of what he wrote. Kibaniyos I near the Rambam have a kasha. The Rambam difficult. Mighty kashas. What's the shas in front of me with the hair? For the Yisera who that is superfluous. Hello, b'chol Torah ksiba acha kol dinei Torah they must Torah. In Torah it says v'Torah after any din of Torah. כמו וכיפר לכהן וטוהר, וכיפר לכהן וטוהר, חס וסור במים חיים וטוהר, ובעל שמש וטוהר, חץ באלו, etc. This is the answers the Rambam, the body, but you ain't midover tuma v'tacha. If it's a matter after tuma tara shapir ksi v'toher k'b'chol makom, then v'toher makes sense, like everywhere else. Avo b'kan, but here lomdu mi piashmue, b'klor sheba b'kabole, they have a seira, shem b'davar rak b'yulim. Sorry about the secretions. Says it's compelling. Shalom matin b'shum tuma she slide k'tuma deish, because they found any tuma remove by fire. Lo b'chol tmeim, lo b'tumas meis, not any tuma, not tumas meis. So the fire must be to remove that which was absorbed, which is treif. Became a chicken lo shaykh was a shame tuma v'tara, so really shouldn't call it tuma tara. El treif v'kshera. You can't answer lashu v'tara. So why does the Torah come here? El badi the guy to be in the mikvah. Must go in toiveling and the mikvah. Shame tara. With this, the concept of tara is applicable. He's a misham. The Sham says the motzio bitumas ha hamitzrim. Okay, it's probably censorship. Takes out the tumah of the Egyptians. The kedushas he saw to holiness of the Jews. The shvatara achasing kedushin tara can be one concept. It's a shili soita, like it says in the Masech soita ayin sham. Dalid kol raboseinu. All of our rabbis he skimu. The tefillah zumi ateiche. The tefillah zumi the rice of yesh kosher. The Rambam really do mid rabban. But those who say Rambam holds it's Rabban, that's Rashi. The Choret Yas Rishono Mashmakein. That seems to inflow his language that that's actually what it means. The Kore Khan, Kore Lamid Yivasovi, who calls it Stivei Soifri. Although if he Mashmakein knows the shop, according to what we wrote, it worked out well. The Fisha Pashto the Kro ain't kind of Yitzra. And the simple meaning of the person is nothing superfluous. And the Rabbanik Kibuza Pia Shmua, but Rabbanik, we see this by Masor Bechrech. Lo Marikami to Matara that we're compelled to say it's not to Matara. Please have him Yutar Hak Vitoher. So according to this, Vitoher is superfluous. He currently Medivir Soifrim. If it's going to be Soifrim, in other words, it's learned out from one of the Midos Shaton, the Dreshes by him. Kiddushin Kesed was saying, like Ram famously calls Kiddushin via money. Medivir Soifrim. Afshu Miatorim no Saraisa. Which Kesed Batson Shor Sheni with Sefer HaMitzvos, like himself wrote the second root of Sefer Mitzvos, Kikain Darko B'chol Dinim, and that this is his derech and all dinim. To interpret the pasuk as necessary. The tefillah zu having Torah, and here also we hold that the tefillah is the raisa. Hey, kasabatur. Also, shtashim actually believe tefillah against chatzitza. Can't use them to table them properly without a chatzitza, without something which blocks the water from getting through. But mikvah sharboim saw and mikvah 40 saw. Because of the sefer mitzvahs, avolov b'maya, not in a spring. Avogad mayim mitayim mikli tamei koshu, even though spring is mitaher, any kli tamei, even a small, even if it's less than 40 saw. It became a kulim and achrim for when you buy vessels from non-Jew. Tzorach harboim, so you need 40 saw. Let me hear it. It's not clear. Shein lachmir b'tefillah zu, a tvei mir tefillah tvei. But there shouldn't be more machmir than this. More than in a tefillah from Tumah. Only derived this tefillah from Tumah. So that's the tourist time on the smack. Akal Shono. Period what? Meaning to say, the innate tefillah came in Tumah, mean Ateres, Hagi, Mikvah, Mayim, Revius. Midaraisa, really, both Mikvah and Mayim only require 3 ounces. The Mikvah is Tzorech, but the Tzorech, Im Kol Klish Kol B'Mayim, as long as the entire Keli can be submersed in these waters. So it's like needles and little pipes. And Rabbanan, the Badlur Rabbi Revius to Mikvah, Rabbanan said Revius to Mikvah is not enough. It's only Rabbanim, so you need 40 saw. Revius to Mayim, but they negate the Revius when it comes to a spring. But after the tefillah, neither even for the tefillah, neither das Rambam Perek test the mikvos and the Ravid. Only showing the Mayan that you don't require 40 son of Mayan. B'makuf katan. If you're talking about if you have a woman with a small body, chalkom is chesed posem rebarim saw, and the entire body is covered with less than 40 saw. Mutter be permitted the raisa. Zeshin that's we learn perek in mikvos shamayim mitar b'choshu. A fountain, a spring can be matar, no matter how small it is. So it's kind of parsha shmi darshu. They learned ima mayim matar b'choshu. If a spring is matar, no matter how small, I make a matar b'choshu. So to make a matar, no matter how small. Tamar achmayon, only by mine. Rabbeinu time about Rashba Rosh Milchus Mikvos because the rock became matar mayim b'choshu. Bottom doesn't work by Adam, only works for Kalim. Drosha to Askani and Drosha to Askani that works in by Adam. Smach the Mama. It's only a mnemonic device. Ulian came, as specifically pertains to Kelim. So Rashi Torah suffice. Zel Shono. Rashi writes, by the time Chuli v'i Mama and Bechoshu, Piti Rabbeinu Tams on the Sorcha Amida Dafka Bekelim. Let's talk about specifically Kelim, but Smach the Mama. And it's just a hint. La'achar Shabitlu Revius to Mikvah, after they were Vato the Revius of Mikvah, that they were not Mavato it only would work by Kalim, but not by Adam. But as a Torah. The Torah means to say the statement mitzvah because the fields came back. God been Mayan tzorcha by himself. You need also 40 son of Mayan. But God the Mayan matar, but klitame b'choshu, even the Mayan should purify a klitame, no matter how small. Become nevertheless because Kalim becoming to kind of I would use the word convert the Kali tzorcha by himself. 40 son. But time it came up here mikra. Since the reason is since we learn from the passage achmei nida, Hishva Torah tefillas came nida. The Torah likens the tefillah of Kalim to nida, below Kalim to and not to the Kalim to me, which only require the Raisa kosher. Zeb mi betilas tumak lomar betilas nida, and this means I'm saying semak shel of a Torah has in a kapaim ein lachmir b'zeh yosim betilas tameya kalim tefillas nida. There can't be more machadus than tefillah of a nida. The Maya Gamanida in Sarah by himself, Rambam Rabbi Kosh Kasabu. It's being even with a neither in regard for what he saw. But tomorrow of Rabbi Yosef, Sivra God, be same as astonished. A tour about some puzzle based him and ratio have Karosh, Lunida Gamba Mayan Sarah by himself. He paskins that like the rush that actually by Mayan also cried for what he saw. It came my Makshlo, so once he asked in the smack, for the about save my mitzvahs, Omer Ferish, the Mayan Metabakli Tommy Bakoshu. He can see exactly how it works, no matter how small. Well, that's always sorry. It says only by a klitame, so by Adam need our 40 saw. So what's bothering the tour? That's find out tomorrow.